Hello, it's Burgess Taylor and it's Preptember. What is Preptember? Well, it's prepping for Nanowrimo, which is in November, and Nanowrimo is National Novel Writing Month. Now, people have their issues with Nanowrimo. I think it's the politically correct term, politically correct phrase. Some people have issues with Nanowrimo for a variety of reasons, but I'm going to say this. NaNoWriMo is a good way to, one, get into the habit of writing, to, two, get a really good start to your novel, three, meet other writers, people who are writing, people who want to write on a daily basis, people who are already writing on a daily basis, to get in touch with people who have the same interests that you do, that you share. I've met some terrific friends through NaNoWriMo. I started my YouTube channel because of NaNoWriMo. Everybody has a story to tell. What's your story? And have you written it down? Whether you want to write a memoir or a fiction novel or a non-fiction novel or whatever kind of novel you want to write, 50,000 words, the majority of the time is not going to be enough for a novel. Unless you're writing a novella, or maybe a chronicle of short stories, or maybe a book of poetry or something. But it is a really good start to getting a novel written. And NaNoWriMo helps you hold yourself accountable. Whether you're making videos, or you write blog posts, or you're just in the NaNoWriMo website, or on their Facebook group, or whatever, you're surrounded in the NaNoWriMo environment by other people who are writing as well. And in order to make the 50,000 word count goal, you have to pretty much write daily. Or like for some people, they write during the week and they don't write on the weekends. And then some people write only on the weekends. So you adjust your word count depending on when you can write. This year is going to be a little bit different for me because I have to figure out a writing schedule. I've never really had to do that too much. Kind of stuck with a writing routine that works best. I always end up gravitating towards writing at night. But I do better when I write in the early morning and in the late evening. So I thought I'd just cover what NaNoWriMo is first and foremost, and then talk about a few other things that are important because, like I said, NaNoWriMo, it's a good way to start your story. It's a good way to meet other people. Let's get started with what my Preptember video is about. What am I doing for NaNoWriMo? What's my idea? I'm writing a fiction piece, a whole new novel, based on a prior idea that I had for a different NaNoWriMo. I liked what I got, but I never really got to the core of it with that. That was kind of a get some of the ideas out. I did get some of the story done, but I never liked that story. I knew I could do something more with that idea. I was trying to throw too many things in it at one time prior. So I decided this time it's a paranormal novel about a psychic, a family curse, a ghost or ghosts, I'm not quite sure, and a mystery. Will I be outlining for NaNoWriMo? Yes, I will be outlining for NaNoWriMo. Will I be using tarot to write my outline? Yes, I will. Will I be sharing it? Some of it. Will not share all of it. I will share some videos on how to use. I will link quite a few books that I have found to be helpful with my journey using tarot and writing. And they're great books. I have all of them. Two of them are back there on the desk. One of them is in a binder because I actually took the class. The other, and the book version of that is on my Kindle. I don't have the paperback one yet, but I will pretty soon. I will also be participating starting probably next Tuesday night. I missed tonight because we had storms, but in the Tuesday night Write Stuff tweet chats, hashtag Write Stuff. It's every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So in the tweet chat, a lot of authors get together and we talk about writing stuff. Tamara Woods hosts it. She's also listed as Pen Paper Pad. She has a YouTube channel I will link below, and I will see if I can find a video where she talks about Write Stuff. So I have this curse. This family is cursed. have the main character who's the psychic. How was the family cursed? Why was the family cursed? Why is her being psychic relevant? She's actually, her family is well known for having psychics every other generation or so. I'm thinking either the second or the third generation. I haven't quite, I'm brainstorming all of my ideas now. So that's part of what I'm doing right now, is I'm prepping. I'm doing all the brainstorming. I'm about to write down characters. I have my main character's first name, and that's about it. I don't have any other characters' names. I don't have a name for the antagonist. I don't have the setting exactly. I know it's going to be in South Carolina, but I don't know where. I like writing books about the Carolinas. I may eventually write one about Georgia, maybe Florida. I like writing books about the southern states because I'm from here. So I've lived in a few of those other states. I've lived in South Carolina pretty much on and off my whole life. I've lived in Florida, I've lived in Georgia, that kind of thing. So I know those states, and it's easier to write about what I know. So do you have a story to tell? If you do, what's your story? Why aren't you writing it? If you haven't written it, or you want to write it, or you have maybe thought about writing it, you should sign up for Nanowrimo, because, yeah, you'll have a lot of fun. So I'll see you again next Wednesday with Writer Wednesday video. I'll go over some more about what I'm doing, and I will give you some tips. Between now and November, I will be telling you what I use to help me win Nanowrimo. I will be telling you, I'll give you all kinds of tips and tricks about how to win Nanowrimo, and I'll also be sharing with you what I use in the month of November, what I get ahead of time, my Nanowrimo bag, I should say. Some of my Nanowrimo survival stuff. And a lot of those are helpful hints. Some of those are physical objects like extra coffee, extra pens and paper and highlighters. I have a notebook. I will tell you about my writer's Bible, which I've already done a lot of videos on. I'm actually doing planning for Nanowrimo and all kinds of stuff, so I'm going to be sharing all different kinds of things about what I do to help me win Nanowrimo. And I'm going to be talking about having not done much of anything yet with the novels I've written during Nanowrimo, because that's one of the issues that people have, is that people only write during November. I write on and off throughout the whole year. I try to write every day. I'm remiss in that lately, and Nanowrimo was a really good way for me to get back into the habit of writing every day, and to doing what I love, and that's writing, and to, like I said, being able to commiserate with other writers, people who share the same interests that I do. I'm excited about it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye all. Thanks.